That's a good start to the day. Well, actually, 9 o'clock already. We've already harvested this field. Looking over to the left there, and there is a little patch of ground that doesn't have the fertilizer darkening on it. I wonder if we missed a tiny bit of fertilizer on that field. Doesn't matter, but I wonder. Okay, so we'll take this over to the other yard. Sorry. Go. Oh, climb. Again, I'll just set up the mulcher. I'll probably set up the other one there. I really need to take a break. So we'll set up the mulcher. I'll set up the camera watching it, and I'll take a very brief break. And actually, you know what? I might go and do the canola field first, because it's the one that needs the most work done on it. So the field left from here, I just want to mulch and lime. This field I want to mulch, lime and manure, so since we have 3 tasks to do on this field, it kind of makes sense to do this one first. Although I think the manure spreader is going to take its time on the other field. Get that reversed back into the corner, and work a go. Good grief, this tractor also needs a clean, but I'm sure Dave is going to do a wonderful job here. Okay, quick break, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, a little bit longer break than I expected. I decided I'd make myself another cup of tea. Sometimes I have another one. Leave that to brew for a bit. Okay. Worker can keep doing the worky stuff. I need to relocate you, but... Oh. Okay, you have the manure in. I am going to... is it that one? AI worker refills. Slurry from the cow barn with the feeding robot. Let's save. I still haven't put GPS on this tractor. I should consider doing that at some point. But up until now, most of the time I'm probably doing this using GPS on the Deutz. And I don't mind running back to the cow barn, given the distance it is from the fields. However, this time I'm figuring we'll do this with a worker, which does mean that the slurry tank needs to get refilled regularly. Oh, hang on. Tank is empty. Tank is full. Dude, you are clueless. Also, application rate. Okay. There we go. M. Moving around. Drop that down. We're current. That reads at 90. Plus 55. I'm going to drop it to half of that. Well, hang on. Let's have a look. What's the turn on slurry tank, correct? Gonna say I'm gonna drop it probably to about 40. That much. And then we'll try again. And no, the AI worker is not happy doing that on its own. So I guess we're doing this job. Turn the help desk off. You're still doing that. So I will drive this over to the other field, but because I'm going to have to set a worker off on this, I'm going to want the mulcher to have finished doing the job before I set this off on a worker, because I don't want them getting all tangled up. So I don't think the lime is going to make it for this field. And I can turn off the worker refill slurry tank, because obviously it's not going to work with that one or with that setup. Don't know why. So we'll drive this to here. We'll turn this. What the heck is he doing? Dude, you don't mulch a field backwards. Really? Really you don't. Okay. he's doing whatever he's doing. We'll turn that tractor off, and this doesn't have GPS. Well, it is what it is. Let's turn off the slurry thing and lower that, and it's turned on automatically. How's that looking? Yellow's probably a good level. As I said, I haven't made notes on how much the barley needs, so we're just going to have to do our best here and figure it out as we go along. But we're boosting this by such a small amount that the drain rate on the manure isn't significant. I do want a manure spreader sometime or other. So again, you can see how this drops off a little. I could up the application rate for this end of the field, but not going to. And when the sprayer comes through with crop sensors and all the rest of it, it will even everything out, so this field will be exactly as it needs to be. How are we doing? 18% gone. We should make a complete lap of this field and it'll still be good. So not too shabby. It's when we're doing canola, and canola needs so much nitrogen that we're just dumping it out the back like it was candy. But for, as I said, for barley, I really don't know what the ideal level is, but you know, we'll go with what we're doing right now. And all we're doing is trying to reduce our cost of unnatural fertilizer. No, artificial fertilizer. I'm a little bit off the angle here. I might look into putting a GPS system on this tractor before the end of the year. If I'm going to be doing this sort of task with it, it kind of makes sense to have GPS somewhat available here. Unless another tractor comes up in the sale which has sufficient horsepower to haul this outfit and already has GPS installed, because that is a possibility. It's kind of the great thing about used sales, apart from the engine is always the smallest. But everything else can be completely different. You can end up with a tractor coming up with wide tyres, you can end up with one coming up with front loader attaches, the Asaria Pro crop sensor, just so many options. Oh, and we're actually struggling here. Who would have thought it? Okay. So we're straight off the end. I'll pull a 270 to try and get it. Whoa. Yes, just enough space. And we do, oh no, we're on manual. So I might be wasting some here by overlapping. And we are chewing up the manure a little bit faster now. So we might be lucky. We might make we might make it all the way back to the field entrance. If we do that, then I think what I might do is fit a GPS to the tractor, refill it, and do it that way once the mulcher has finished. Okay. I guess I need to go and fix that too. Then I can get the lime spreader running, although that's going to run out of lime rather quickly, I would expect. Missed a bit. Well, it is what it is. Gonna have to do the corners again, but I think we're generally okay for the way this is working out. I would like a bigger slurry spreader again. It just makes things easier. But oops. But again, that's an expense that I don't necessarily have to entertain for right this minute. Alrighty. Oops. Yeah, dragging it over the edge is spreading slurry in the wildlands, which is less than ideal, I guess. But then once this task is done, this field will be ready for planting. What I might do is I might do a horsepower check the Massey to the planter and see if we can match that out. So I don't really want to shuffle tractors at this stage. Well, plus it's only this one and the other one that can pull the lime spreader and the slurry tank, so I don't have a big tractor. Okay, I will call that good for now. Let's lift it, fold it. We'll head over here. Well, as I said, I'm gonna spend the money for a GPS on this. It's just going to make the task a little bit easier, and then we'll fill it up. How's diesel? Diesel's fine. Okay, John Deere. Customize. GPS. Yes, 15,000. Pricey things, but I think we're going to appreciate having that piece of equipment installed. So that's all good. And try not to hit any bales while I'm backing up, which would also be a bad thing. So I have an absolute ton of straw now, and I really don't know what I plan to do with it all. Okay, that's full. We'll jump over to the Massey. Dude, well, you quit, and I don't know. Oh look, you got yourself wrapped up on a post. That's just plain awesome. And a tree. Well, we're going to have to fold that up somewhat. And sometimes workers do crazy things, and this would be one of those times. Unfortunately, there isn't an easy way to get around that. I can't do this headland because this mower doesn't respect where you've been. So there is a 50-50 chance at the end of this row it will turn left or it will turn right. If it turns right, it will just happily remulch everything it's already done. And if it turns left, it'll do what I want it to do. So I'm not too worried about missing the edges like over there. Oh, that was where it did the whole reverse all the way up to... yeah, okay. I'm just crazy. Because this field isn't exactly square, so workers are going to have a little bit of an issue with it. That's a good yield. So that feels good. Can get back in the John Deere. Where is it? There. Oh, it's the last piece of equipment in the list now when tabbing, because we just modified it. The other thing I'm wondering about is 96%. So sometime later this afternoon, those bales will be good. And we will be able to do the feed the cows thing with it. I also need to get the some more mineral feed, because here we go. Gonna back that up a little way. Alright, that, as I said, it's not a particularly good working width on this, but it is legal, so there's that. But now that we have GPS, I can do the things. Auto width. Do that. Heading, well, I think we're heading 0 again. So many of our fields just run north-south. No. Lower. There we go. And let's go forwards. Yay. Alrighty, so now we have a GPS track that I can follow. It's going to make this a much easier task for me to perform. And again, I'm not too bothered about not having GPS on the Massey Ferguson, because we really do all the light jobs that I can do with a worker. So that's... I never need to drive it with significant precision. I mean, even if I'm mowing or baling, I'm doing it all by hand. I'm not doing it by GPS. But still, so what's the time now? We have been running for 2 hours and 30 minutes, give or take 15 seconds or thereabouts. I guess we could have done another headland at this end. That's fine. Mulch is still mulching. So as soon as the mulch is finished, we'll move it over to whatever field it needs to be on. 54. So we'll mulch this field. He's close to finished. That's good. Hopefully by the end of this tank. And then I'll set the lime spreader off as well. I don't know. I might need another headland at this end as well. Oh, and there we go. Mulch is finished. Yay. Oh, I've got the wheel turned, which is why GPS not engaging. Yeah, the other option is I could do alternate rows going down the field. That way. Oh, cruise control, go. Yeah, alternate rows down the field, because this tractor is a large tractor. It doesn't have the turn radius to do this as consecutives. Still. What have we done? 2, 3. So we've done 3 rows, 30%, just over. Six. Potentially get 8 rows out of this on this particular field. Obviously last year we did, well, last year this was